In 1841, an American essayist wrote a single line so direct. It still gets quoted out of context almost 2 centuries later. He wasn't comforting anyone with it. He was making an argument, one that explains exactly why. The moment people stop understanding you might be the moment you're doing something right. Emerson wrote, "To be great is to be misunderstood." He didn't offer that line as comfort. He built an argument toward it. Naming Pythagoras, Socrates, Jesus, Luther, Copernicus, Galileo, Newton. Each one misread and resisted by the world around them, for the exact thinking that later defined them. His point wasn't that misunderstanding proves greatness. It was that real originality will almost always be misread at first, simply because it doesn't match anything people already know how to categorize. Picture someone who's changed direction. A different career, a different daily rhythm, a different set of priorities than the people who've known them for years. Old friends ask questions that used to make sense and no longer land right. Family members offer advice built for a version of them that doesn't exist anymore. Nobody's being cruel. They're just applying an old map to new terrain. And the map keeps being wrong. The person changing starts to wonder if something's off with them. If they're explaining it badly, if they should simplify. Soften it, make it easier for people to follow. Emerson would have called that instinct exactly backward. This is where his argument gets sharper than the quote alone suggests. A few lines before, "To be great is to be misunderstood," Emerson makes a case against what he calls a foolish consistency. The idea that you owe people a version of yourself that stays legible and predictable, just to keep things comfortable for them. He's not arguing for being difficult on purpose. He's arguing that growth, by definition, outpaces explanation. You will understand your own direction before the people around you do, simply because you're the one living it in real time. Waiting to be fully understood before you commit to a direction means waiting for something that structurally can't happen yet. The misunderstanding isn't a sign you're doing it wrong. It's the ordinary lag between a person actually changing and the people around them catching up to that change. A lag that has nothing to do with how clearly you're explaining yourself. Here's what shifts once that reframe actually lands. You stop treating confusion from others as evidence to reconsider your direction. You start treating it as confirmation that you're far enough ahead of the old map, that it no longer describes where you're standing. That doesn't mean every misunderstood decision is automatically the right one. Emerson wasn't handing out a free pass for bad judgment. But it does mean the discomfort of being misread is not, on its own, proof that you've made a mistake. Sometimes it's just proof that you moved. If you're in a season where people don't quite follow you anymore, you don't need to explain harder or shrink back to something easier to understand. Ask instead whether the misunderstanding is a warning, or just the ordinary gap between where you are and where everyone else's map ends. Sometimes the goal was never to be understood. It was just to keep going anyway.